In this video, we'll be showing you how to install the Garage Gator 68221. Please have the manual included with your Garage Gator with you to help with the installation, or download the PDF from our website. Lay out all the Garage Gator parts from your kit near the ceiling area you're installing on. The components in your kit include a motor mounting plate, motor hoist, 2 spacer channel bars, a spacer channel pulley bar, hook bar center bar, 2 hook bar connector bars, 2 hook bar ends, hand control switch holder, 2 height adjustment brackets, 10 power cord cable clamps, 8 hooks, and a paper motor mounting plate template. The included hardware contains 12 4-inch lag bolts, 4 5/16 inch nuts, 2 1/4 by 1/2 inch bolts, 1 1/4 inch lock nut, 1 15 millimeter hole saw drill bit, 1 1/2 inch socket, 1 1/8 inch drill bit, 2 drywall screws and plugs, 10 30 millimeter screws, and 2 200 millimeter cable ties. The tools required for this installation are a power drill, step ladder, pliers, safety glasses, ratchet, adjustable open-ended wrench, Phillips screwdriver, tape measure, pencil, stud finder, and a utility knife. Determine the motor mounting location on the ceiling. An unobstructed operating space of at least 3 feet by 4 feet is required. The motor mounting plate should be installed at least 3 feet away from walls or any other obstructions and close to a power supply, preferably a ceiling outlet. The motorized lift is designed to be installed either perpendicular or parallel to the ceiling joists and can be installed on joists with 16 or 24-inch spacing. In the chosen installation area, determine the direction of the ceiling joists and the exact location of the ceiling joists by visually checking or using a joist finder or a very fine drill bit. 4 installation options are illustrated below. Note how the motor mounting plate and motor hoist are positioned for your installation, in particular the location of the 4 fixed threaded bolts on the motor mounting plate and the 4.5 inch spacer channel bar attachment tab on the motor hoist. Determine how the motor mounting plate should be rotated or where the fixed threaded bolts should be located prior to fastening to the joists. Identify your installation option. For this installation video, we'll be installing option C. Step 1. Position the paper motor mounting template in the installation location and mark with a pencil the 6 spots where the lag bolts will be fastened. It's very important that the wood screws are fastened to the center of the joists. Use the hole saw drill bit or cut away the drywall with a utility knife to obtain an unobstructed view of the width of the joists so that the exact center can easily be determined. Step 2. Using a power drill with an 1/8 inch drill bit attached, drill 6 pilot holes into the center of the joists. Using the ratchet and 1/2 inch socket, fasten 6 of the 4-inch lag bolts into the joists until the motor mounting plate is securely fastened. Step 3. Slide the mounting tabs on the motor hoist over the top of the 4 fixed threaded bolts on the motor mounting plate. Once the motor hoist is properly positioned on the motor mounting plate, tighten the nut with the ratchet or the adjustable wrench until the motor hoist is securely attached to the motor mounting plate. Slide the motor hoist until the tabs are firmly against the threaded bolts. Do not leave any space between the bolts and the enclosed end of the mounting tabs. Depending on your joist spacing, you'll use different holes on the spacer bars for installation. However, this doesn't apply to this particular installation video, as we're installing the space channel along a single joist. Step 4. Press the spacer channel bar flush with the ceiling and mark the ceiling with a pencil where a lag bolt will be used to attach the bar to the joist. Make a mark at the 21-inch hole. Remove the spacer channel bar. It's very important that the lag bolt is fastened to the center of the joist. Use the hole saw drill bit or cut away the drywall with a utility knife to obtain an unobstructed view of the width of the joist so the exact center can easily be determined. It may be necessary to reposition the spacer channel bar and mark with a pencil where the lag bolt is to be fastened. Using a power drill with an 1/8 inch drill bit attached, drill a pilot hole into the center of the joist. Insert the flared end, or the end without a fixed nut, of a spacer channel bar onto the fixed bolt coming down from the motor plate tab above the strap spools on the motor hoist. Attach a 6mm nut to the fixed bolt and tighten with a ratchet or adjustable wrench until the spacer channel bar is securely fastened to the motor hoist. Place a lag bolt and, using the ratchet, fasten the bolt into the joist until the spacer channel bar is securely fastened. Step 5. Line up the hole in the flared end of the spacer channel bar over the hole in the installed spacer channel pulley bar. Thread a 1/4 by 1/2 inch bolt into the hole and finger tighten. Press the spacer channel bar flush with the ceiling and mark with a pencil where the lag bolt will be used to attach the bar to the joist. Make marks at the 5-inch and 21-inch holes on the spacer channel bar, measuring from the flared end of the spacer channel bar. Remove the spacer channel bar. It's very important that the lag bolts are fastened to the center of the joist. Use the hole saw drill bit or cut away the drywall with a utility knife to obtain an unobstructed view of the width of the joists so that the exact center can easily be determined. Place a lag bolt and, using the ratchet, fasten the bolt into the joist until the spacer channel bar is securely fastened. Step 6. Press the spacer channel bar flush with the ceiling and mark with a pencil where the lag bolts will be used to attach the bar to the joist. Make marks at one hole before the pulley and one hole after the pulley, and mark with a pencil where the lag bolts are to be fastened. Using a power drill with an 1/8 inch drill bit attached, drill 2 pilot holes into the center of the joists. Line up the hole in the end opposite the pulley of the spacer channel pulley bar over the hole in the second spacer channel pulley bar. Thread a 1/4 by 1/2 inch bolt into the hole and tighten with a ratchet or adjustable wrench until the spacer channel pulley bar is securely fastened. Step 7. Place the straps coming out of the rectangular opening closest to the spacer channel bar over the top of the pulley at the end of the spacer channel pulley bar. Insert the clevis pin and refasten the cotter pin. Place the strap from the motor side through the stopper plate and attach the height adjustment bracket using the supplied cotter pin. Plug in the motor hoist to the nearest 110-volt power outlet. Use the hand control switch and safely lower the straps until approximately 9 feet of cable is hanging down. Step 8. Secure the hand control switch holder to a convenient location on the closest appropriate wall using the power cord cable clamps and screws. If your cables are too long, use the supplied cable ties to coil them close to the motor for a clean finish. Install the hand control switch holder in the desired location by mounting it to the wall using the supplied drywall wall screws and plugs, or if you have slat wall installed, you can hang up the controller with a Proslat 4-inch hook. Step 9. Assemble the 3 middle pieces of the hook bar by lining up the spring clips from the hook bar center to the holes of the hook bar connectors. Slide the hooks onto the assembled piece. Attach each hook bar end to the assembled middle section by lining up the slotted holes from the hook bar end to the holes of the hook bar connectors. Step 10. The height adjustment bracket is adjustable to make your straps and bars perfectly level. Lower your straps to eye level and adjust the pin in the height adjustment bracket to the desired hole to make your straps level. If your bar is not level, use the strap adjustment bracket that is located by the hook and push down on the hook bars to stretch out the straps. To adjust, remove the cotter pin on the highest side and reinstall at the higher hole. If your bar is still not level, use the second pin. Remove and install the cotter pin in the hole closest to the hook and pass your strap under it. Install your second cotter pin in the hole and through the strap in the desired location. Step 11. To prevent unauthorized use, the Garage Gator 68221 is equipped with a key lock feature. When the key is turned to the off position or removed from the hand control switch, the unit will not function until the key is reinserted and turned to the on position. Step 12. Press and hold the rocker switch on the hand control to raise and lower the hook bar. When the hook bar reaches the uppermost travel point, the stopper plate above the cable hook will trigger the limit switch, ceasing upward movement.